Here's a look at my Suzuki LT185 QuadRunner. Bought this 13 years ago off a buddy who had been riding it and had some issues. So I let it sit for 12 years, pretty much out in the rain, out in the weather, over in the woods over there, and decided it'd be a good project to get fired up instead of letting it rot. So I did. Cleaned it up, took off all the plastics, and did a top end rebuild on it. Tore into the engine a little bit just to take a look at it, make sure everything was looking okay before I try to fire it up. Once I did that, got it all back together and pretty much fired right up. Had some carb issues, had to take off and clean a few times, replace, I did a carb replacement kit. And so that's the original carb, just with new needles, some new needles. Some of the old ones that were in good shape, I used those instead of the Chinese ones that came, because they looked a little bit different. So once I got it all back together, fired it up, and pretty much worked flawlessly. Pleasantly surprised. There was all kinds of critters in there, bees and mud wasps, but got it all cleaned out. It's kind of a nice little quad. It's as old as I am, almost. 4-speed reverse, and it has some pretty good power, especially for somebody like me. I weigh 220, and this thing can carry me around with no issue. So having a problem, I tubed these tires up in the back because I didn't feel like getting replacements. These are, I don't know if these are the originals, but they're the originals to me. They're the ones that sat out in the rain for 12 years. So a little dry rotted. Tubed them up. This one held fine. The two front tires held fine, even though they look terrible. They work. But this back one, I managed to pop the tube somehow. Patched it. Patch didn't really hold. I think it holds for about a day, and then it flops down. So got a couple tubes on the way. Get that fixed up. But for today, I'm just going to trailer this up and take it over to my air compressor off site, pump the tire up, and hopefully get some use out of it this weekend.